Hi, I'm Jaguar. This is going to be a demo review of a game I played against Beaton recently on Pocket Infinity. Now, Beaton is he's a cool guy. Yeah, he regularly streams Reflex, and he can be absolutely hilarious when doing so. However, he is prone to some rage. Let's just leave it at that. Lately, he's going on recently about being out-aimed all the time. Seems to be convinced that he's being out-aimed. And I'm going to make this video, which will hopefully be useful to him and to others, because I don't think that's the case. Now, obviously, you can always have better aim. You know, you could go all the way up to having an aimbot, or being like superhuman and having reflexes and aim like no other. But what will improve your game better and more quickly, I think, are smarter decisions. Which I think in this case, in this game, is going to be hopefully blindingly obvious. Maybe not to Beaton, but hopefully to some others, it might think, oh yeah, I do that in games all the time, and no wonder I'm getting fragged because of it. So let's just play. I'll switch perspectives, but I'm going to be focusing on Beaton. And hopefully I can also lend some perspective from, because I'm the other player, instead of reviewing a game from two people I don't know. So anyway, let's just see what happens. So, Beaton gets the red spawn, rocket, iron. I don't get to the iron in time, so I fall back, get the mega, and I just hightail it out of there because I don't have an iron cannon at that point. Now here, I actually make a mistake. I should have waited for Beaton to self-damage, but instead I come swooping in, because sometimes it works. I get the second yellow, but I take a lot of damage in the process. And I think, just switching, I get the iron cannon as well, which was also one of my goals. Bean gets the 50. Now here is what I think is the first major mistake. So, after that encounter, we do about equal damage. You can see the stacks are about the same. 30, 27. So, we get the health, and I hit my bolt. What does Beaton do? Woo! I can totally win this fight, and dies. And then he gets the best possible spawn, but, you know, this just is certain death. So, you get a good spawn, you get the yellow straight away, so now you know that the red and yellow are more or less synced. I'm waiting for the mega. But you hit some shots and you damage me. And you get the shot. And the mega. Now I'm on the back foot. Get to the red room. You do some good damage, enough to make me retreat. Because I want that yellow. But I get in a bolt on the... because I can. So far so good. I'm waiting for this second yellow. Okay, that's probably a mistake. I think I didn't really have the stack there to contend. Well, no, I'm not too bad. I get the first yellow. Possibly a bit risky, but whatever. Hitting those shots, more or less equal stack there. I come back, pay for it, blow myself up. And here, I do a full mistake. I mean, yes, I knew you were low on health. But grabbing shotgun and then coming at you was not smart. So this is something that I'm actively working on in my game, trying to make smarter decisions all the time and not have done this. Also, that cost me, I desynced the armors as well, which was to my advantage. And I guess at this point, Beaton and others might be thinking, yeah, maybe you're not doing as much damage as you could have. Maybe you're not exploiting your stack, I don't know. I'm probably going to miss things in this video, but we'll see. God, it's weird with all the effects turned back on. So you kind of let me get red there. Both die there. Now this one's interesting because we both died. We know this armor, so we're kind of rushing for this. I only have the plasma, but you're running out of ammo. What did I have that you didn't? Rocket launcher. So you come in with the shotgun, and if we go back to my perspective after I die, I spawn here. Get both rocket launchers, in fact, that we left from dying. So it's a narrow fight, but weapon advantage won it for me there. And then I, get myself in the lava, because that's what I do. So 2.5 minutes are gone, and it's only 2-2. And you've been playing well, I would say. Like, I've certainly been... We've both made mistakes, but it's sort of on par with each other. Now here I'm waiting to get the bottom yellow so that I can sync them up. If it had been the other way around, that's what I'd have been aiming for the top. This one, I watched both of these 3 games earlier, so here when you sort of got the advantage in terms of weapons, I think. But here, I know red's coming up. And I'm not. I seem to like. My plan was to do. I've got a reasonable sense of timing, so yeah, and it paid off here. I only did it because our stacks are about the same. And then here, get you after you go into the health pack. And this is pretty much where I think you really start pushing too hard. So you spawn, iron, grenade launcher, straight up the stairs of death, where I've got a positional advantage, and you die. Plasma, and attack. Bottom yellow's up, and you're just going for me. You're gonna die. Bolt. Now here, you get a fantastic spawn in terms of weapons. You've got the 3 major weapons. Green. But that's not enough for you to contend. Here I'm actually too cautious. And you actually get down my stack. And then mega. But I beat you to the yellow. And I've also known that I would have got the high ground. And then to the bottom yellow. And we're off again. So, shotgun, rocket, bolt. But I knew red wasn't up then, so... See, from my perspective, after killing you that last time here, I know I've got a few seconds for red to come up, so I just push to the center, figuring you'd be spawning around here. But here you pick up the health packs. It's an easy kill. And then again, you die here. Spawn, plasma. I don't think you don't even look to see that red is up. You'd have been better off, I think. You're probably going to die at this spawn. It's a lucky spawn in the sense that you're close to the armor, but with no weapons, you can't really do much. But, a good circle jump and building up speed, you'd have got the red, maybe the rocket launcher if it spawns in time. And you might have gotten out on there. But instead, you go for the plasma because you see it. And yeah, you're getting some damage. But, again, rocket, iron, you can't contend there. So top armor's up next. And here, this bit really stunned me because it's the top yellow that's up next. And you grab some weapons after I get red. Now I'm going down to bottom yellow, I'm not sure why. Yeah, I wanted Ion. What do? You think, oh, I can totally take you on. And you drop down for a fight. Literally, you just drop down for a fight. And now the yellow's up. Like, you could have stayed up at top. You probably wouldn't have gotten to the armor in time. But you could have maybe got some shots with bolts from afar and then got out of there. So, just rewinding again. Can't remember where we were. Yeah. Like, here is just... It's pure aggression. It's pure just like, I want to fight. You can't tell me anything else. This is not a good decision. Yeah, there's always times where you're like, I could have aimed better. I could have, done a little bit more damage. 2% better iron cannon than out of 1. But that's looking at it from like a micro perspective. I'm trying to look at it from a macro perspective, like a wider perspective, I suppose. So yeah, instant death. Well, instant. I'm not going to get to that. Even if you'd gone for the armor first, you'd have had no weapons to defend it. So again, rocket. I've taken a fight. Now here, you have sort of chipped away at me. So you back me off with the plasma gun. You get your red. And you hit a shot. But you don't prioritize the armor and let me get it. And you've only got rocket launcher as well. So like going back to, your plasma damage here. You spawn, get plasma and push me back. So what do I do? So I'm like, whoa, better get out of here. Basically let you get red. Managed to get green, mega, iron cannon, so I'm already got decent weapons. Going for the bolt. Knowing that I want to be in this area to see if I can contend for the armor, and I can. And that's just another frag. I think, let me just check, was this what I thought it was? Yeah. I knew, I fell back there after getting the armor because I knew you'd be aggressive and jump. Because iron cannon from this position is just so strong. If you jump and you catch you in the air, the knockback's just too strong. So from my perspective, come out, get yellow, plasma, ion. Are you going to jump? You do. It just eats through your stack. If you'd gone out towards the center platform, you might have escaped. So, what do you do after you spawn? Get your rocket launcher and go straight towards the next armor that's coming up. Take some damage. And then here... I get the armor. You shouldn't have been going in that direction with that armor coming up. And that is just... it's hard because sometimes you blow yourself up when you're frustrated. But it looks to me like you thought, I can rocket jump quickly but you just don't read your stack. So, it could have been either way there, but it looked like you misread your stack and were jumping to red. Plasma. Who needs a rocket launcher? Bottom yellow's coming up. You could have spawned... where are we? Gone back too far. You could have got the plasma and the rocket launcher, seen what happened, maybe fall back to get the teddy. You can't contend for that yellow, but instead you just grab the plasma, drop down. I can totally contend for that bottom yellow. Oh no, I can't, I'm dead. Bolt, rocket launcher, straight towards me, die. Rocket launcher. Here, it's not... Quite often, you'll get frags that there's nothing you could have done. Don't get me wrong, that's just part of the game. There's nothing you can do about it. Hey, you're getting some good damage. But bottom yellow, you haven't got much health, and yeah. that's that. Now, let's play that back from my perspective. And yeah, so actually, you know what? It's probably not worth it. I'll record the second game later on, but I don't know. I can explain my thoughts, I suppose, from my perspective. So I hit that bolt, you're on low health, you come at me anyway, easy kill. So red and top yellow synced up. Hoping for the mega, but it's not quite up yet. So I get out of there. Now it's up, but I die. So note, green, got rockets, try and do some damage. It's not going to work. But I pull back, get in the bolt, get the yellow, and it's not too bad. Yeah, you just miss the jump and you get punished for it. It's pretty harsh. Actually, no, you chip me down, but you're also at really low stack. This is my stupid attack. Don't do this. I was lucky not to die. I need to make this up, but I wanted to get the armor instead. It's so important to keep track of the armor timings. Getting some good damage. So now I got the red and I'm pretty much in control. Boom. Get rocket launcher. I can quickly switch. You haven't got anything. I mean that one, don't get me wrong, that one was a pretty close one, but it shows the importance of weapons. Plasma can be powerful, but rocket launcher at close range is always going to be strong. See, I miss shots too. See here, like, I always found this bit interesting because, like, I get the timing, get the red, and then I do we exchange damage, and then I can hide behind it and just hit rockets, and I know you're going to push forward. I know you're going to go for the health pack. So it's close, but it's predictable. And then you come up to contend, letting me get the top yellow, and cycle it up with the bottom one. Because they were synced, remember? So you could have been cooler and got one of the yellows. But instead you went straight for the fight and let me get both. Here I just, like, hesitate, I think, or maybe you'll laugh, but I actually respect your aim. So I didn't want to, like, push in too hard and get wrecked. Easy kill. Back for red. See, that one was close. Because you sort of chip away at me. So now I'm out of control. But I know you're low on stack as well. And I prioritize getting the rocket launcher. And this position is stronger as well. Like, it's not great. And maybe I shouldn't have stuck around to wait for the rocket launcher. But there it is. And now I can just keep you back. If it had been like in a more open area, then your iron cannon might have won. This is when you just do your most misguided attack ever. Whee! See, maybe, like, you can see it from my perspective. It's just like, you know, quite often, like, sometimes you can be in control and you're just trying to find them and trying to get the fight, trying to use your stack advantage. But against you, it can often be like you just like you know, it's like you keep coming in to say hello and give me a hug. I'm like, oh, hey, brag. Because you're very strong in control. You cycle well. You got decent aim. You use your weapons appropriately most of the time. But out of control, you just make these poor decisions, I think. See, there you might think, oh, you know, you hit the shot. But, like, it's just because you're there. You shouldn't be there, you shouldn't be taking that fight. See, like, I always think here, like, I missed this rocket, but I mean, I'm not expecting to hit it. If it hits you, so much the better, but I feel like I'm gonna win anyway, because I've got the stack. Good damage. So there you go. I'll review the second game now in a separate video. So, thanks for watching, I hope this was helpful. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And, yeah.